let's add our contact page. So add a new page, contact, or you could call it bookings. Let's call it book. Open the page up. First off, we want to put our title. So we'll go to our title here, our page title, drag that in place, and book. There we go. And now we're going to put an image on the page as a background to our form. So I just put a rectangle on the page here and move that into place. Change its size here, and we'll put just a grey colour on there for the time being, and you'll see why now. This is going to have a form on top, and we're going to use the form panel sitting on top of an image. Just from a visual point of view, I think it'll look really nice. So if we bring that menu in here, we can see, that's about the right size. So go to fill, add image, and let's choose one with some wood in it. There you go. Let's choose that one. Scale to fill. It's okay. Yeah, that'll do fine. I'm going to change this header out for the grey header. No, we'll choose the green actually, the accent colour. There we go. And let's change this font out here to the Amatic font. There we go. And move this entire unit into place. There we go. Okay, so that by using the form panel, it just makes this page a bit more interesting to have the form set on a background image, and as you can see, very straightforward to do. We're going to add now another text panel, so we'll put a title here. Let's move that down into place, and where are we? And then we would put our content. So I'm just going to put some dummy text in here. Again, I can use let's use the page. Oh, where am I now? My content. Let's just grab this content here, this content panel from Pronto. You could just type this out. I'm just doing this for speed, really. And we'll change that to address. And I think it was, let's just put in 3 Crackwell Street, Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales. That's where I'm based. I'm in Pembrokeshire. That's a great little cafe if you ever want to go there. Vista Cafe. It's not called Lime and Sugar, it's Vista Cafe, but if you're in Tenby, if you're in Wales, go to the Vista Cafe, to great coffee. And it's overlooking the sea, so can't ask for much more. And we'll centralize that. So let's just click into our text, centralize it. Now, it would be a good idea here to have the ability to do the click to call. Remember, we used that on the Pronto site if you've seen that video. So click to call action would be really useful here. So I'm going to grab a button. And let's see, which kind of button here do we want? I think a rounded button, so just a standard rounded button. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's resize that. And let's type in there, click to call us. And we are going to add a telephone number. So this is how we do it. We want this to, when the user clicks on this button, it dials the number. So in my links section here, I'm going to type tel. And then I'm going to type in the number. I'm just going to put in any old number. So 800, 800, 800. Whoever's number that is, I'm sure they get lots of phone calls on that. Don't forget to press return Don't just click out of it, to make sure that it's applied to that button. And then we'll just cut that, Command X, click into the text, and we'll put it here. Now the reason why with things like this, I put the button into the text as opposed to just copying and pasting it on top of the text block is for the following reason. If I add more content to this section, I don't need to keep moving the button down. So let's say, for instance, I decided that the address was going to be like this instead. So I was going to have each part of the address sitting under one another. Now you'll notice that the button moves with the text. So I haven't had to remove the button. So it could be just a lazy thing, but I just think it's a better idea with not all your content, but with some content, to paste it into the text box, and it's very easy to do. And you can use the wrapping tools as well then. So we have our click to call button there. And then the final thing that we're going to do with this is we're going to add a map to this page. So go back to our base widgets here, drag our map on top, and move that down into place here. Choose our overlay color, and let's just zoom in or out. Let's zoom in. Okay, we'd need to change the longitude and latitude, of course, to the right location, but there we go. Okay, let's preview this page. Right, it's looking good. So everything's working. We've got our form, we've got our where are we here, we've got our map location. If I click there, it says that it doesn't actually run that in the preview, but let's pull up my phone and let's take a look at what actually happens when somebody would now click that on a phone itself. Drag my phone on here. Now you'll notice, as we've been going through this, sometimes the preview on the completed site is different to what we're looking at. But that's because I've put a little bit more time and detail into the actual template or design itself. And for speed, I'm taking you through these sections to show you how quickly you can do it. But the live version and the version that's included complete in your tutorials folder or your projects folder is just slightly different. It's just got some refinements to it. So we can see our click to call button here. So if I press that, then it would open up the phone services, and we could click call, and that would dial straight out. So that's, again, thinking mobile terms. Let's move this off the page here. Thinking in mobile terms, you want to think about things that are practical to the end user. So if you've got the capability to add a click to call functionality in a mobile site, then whenever you're showing a telephone number, you want that number to be callable. But if you have just a little text number, then it might be difficult for fat fingers to press, like mine. So that's why we would have a click to call button, and it's very easy to do. And from a user's point of view, it adds a great level of functionality, and it's you can imagine somebody going, this is a great site, it's got these great little features, and it's just such a simple thing to do. From the client's point of view, it shows that you've really thought about what the end user wants to do, and with the Find Us functionality and the click to call, it makes it super easy for the customer to interact with the cafe. So let's go ahead now and finish the rest of the site off. Okay, so let's close our booking page down here. We need to connect our navigation. So let's open that up and connect the navigation. So that needs to go to the home page. Then we'll have the Find Us page, the menu page, the gallery, and then the bookings. Okay, so that's that part done. On the home page, let's make sure that our menu's closed while we're working on it, shall we? There we go. Okay. If it's open in the be master, then it'll be open over the top of the pages, and we don't want that currently. In the home page here, we want to connect this booking up, so let's connect that to book. And the Find Us page, we want to connect this call to action to our Find Us page. There we go. The other thing I want to do on the home page is I want to add one of those nice splash screen preloaders that we had in the Pronto site. So I'm going to open up my base widgets, go to my splash loader here, drop that on the page, make sure it's sitting in the widgets section, so it's right at the top there. I may need to switch my widgets layer on and lock these down for a minute. Don't need to lock that, lock the content there, and move that in place. There we go. Now I want this to be quite simple, so I'm going to use the background color of the accent there. The color one I'm going to use the green so it disappears. Color 2 I'm going to use white, and then color 3 the lime again, so just one line will show. And then for the image itself, we've used our graphics generator. So if I go to projects and in my lime and sugar, if we go to the graphics generator, the cover graphics generator, if you haven't watched the video on how to do this with the splash loader, go and take a look at the widget video for that. But we're using Photoshop to generate the two halves of an image. So I'll open that up, our left cover image and our right cover image. And let's preview that page. So we have our nice preloader here with our LNS logo, and then it opens up. Yep, that's great. So that's that done. And let's go to our Find Us page. And we want to click that through to book. The menu page, we're going to click that to book as well. And on the gallery page, that's book. Okay, don't forget to save. So that's everything built now. Let's preview the site. So we've got our preloader here with our graphics, our splash screen. Let's open up the menu. Let's go to Find Us. That's going to go through the process of trying to locate us. That's great. And then let's go to the menu and open up our, yep, that's fine. Does the booking work? Let's go through to the book page. Yep, our booking page is all here. And what else? The gallery page, of course, with the images, all good. And we know that that's already going to work in mobile devices. We've seen that. So everything's working, everything's functional, it's looking good. And just in the space of, what has it been, maybe half an hour or so, we've been able to build out this entire site. So now we could either preview that to the client or start filling in the content for production. So in this last video now, we're just going to recap what we've done.